So now let us start with the introduction and gradually we'll go to the next level on this Microsoft Excel. As I told, if you have any queries, any doubts, stop me and ask me at any time. I can repeat it any number of times, right? So please open that file called as exercise. There is a file available called as exercise where we have list of sheets. Open the first sheet. First sheet will be empty. We are going to work on something. First, what we are going to start is we are going to start with the introduction. What are all the introduction? What are all the elements, components, options available? Then we'll see some tips, tricks, and shortcut keys. That's going to be our first session today. So tips, tricks, and shortcuts. So this is going to be our first session. Okay. So let us start with the introduction now. So we'll start with the introduction. We have checked the version. Now on the top where we can see our file name and our software name is available. This area where we have the file name and software name, this is called as title bar. On the left hand side of the title bar, when I go to the left hand side of the title bar, there are 3 or 4 buttons available here. Maybe latest version, if you are using 2024 Office 365, you will get an extra button called as auto save. In the older version, you don't have the auto save. You'll have a save, undo, redo. Correct? Only 3 options will be available in the older version. The latest version, we have auto save. Auto save means automatically saved on online. Now everything is saved on online. Everything is saved on clouds, right? So even your file can be saved on OneDrive, clouds online. So to save it online, we can use this auto save. This area where we have this 3 or 4 button, this area we call it as quad. What is meant by quad? Quad means quick access toolbar. There are more than 12,000 features are available in Microsoft Excel. We have more than 12,000 features available in Microsoft Excel. Out of the 12,000 feature, a survey says an average or advanced user is using only 150 features. Only 150 feature has been used by an advanced user. So that means only 1% of Excel is used. 99% of Excel is unused. So many hidden features are available in Excel. To activate that hidden feature, we can use this quad. Maybe today or tomorrow we'll see how to use this quad. But why I'm explaining this on the first session is today and tomorrow I will say click on the quad, click on the ribbon, click on the tab. You should know which is the ribbon, which is the tab, which is the quad. That's why I'm explaining this on the first session itself. So this is called as quad. Below the quad, file, home, insert, page layout, formula, data, review, view. This whole area, the whole area put together, we call this as ribbons. The whole area put together, we call it as ribbon. On the ribbon, the first area, just now we used it to check the version of Excel. We used this file, which we call this as office button. This one is office button. What is office button? Backstage of your office. Backstage. If you want to do something on the backstage, background, or something on the back, then we can use this backstage. That is your office button. And home. You can see this home, insert, page layout, formulas. These are all tabs. Home is a tab, insert is the tab, page layout is the tab, formula is a tab, review is the tab. Then a special tab will appear here. Special tab, not now. Whenever you insert some new thing, when you insert a chart, when you insert a table, when you insert a picture, a new tab will appear. A new tab will appear. That new tab appearing here. That new tab will change. When you insert a picture, you will get a different tab. When you insert a chart, you will get a different tab. So the new tab appearing here, that is called as contextual tab. What is meant by contextual? Based on the content, the tab will keep on changing. But this home, insert and page layout is fixed. That will never change. But whenever you do some new thing, that will keep on changing. That's why it's called as contextual tab. So we'll see how to open that contextual tab also. This is a contextual tab. Can I close this screen? Yes. Below the contextual tab, you can see this clipboard, fonts, alignments. These are all groups. Clipboard is a group, font is a group, alignment is a group. On the corner of a group, for example, if I go to the clipboard, on the corner of the clipboard, there is an arrow mark. Font, there is an arrow mark. Alignment, there is an arrow mark. Number, there is an arrow mark. But unfortunately, in the styles, we don't have it. So some tabs, some groups you may have it, some groups you may not have this. What is this arrow mark? This is dialog box launcher. Dialog box launcher. Name itself says dialog box launcher. What is the dialog box launcher? If I click on the dialog box launcher, you can see a new dialog box will launch. Launch means it will open. Let me try this. So I click on this dialog box launcher. Click here. A new dialog box is launching. Launching means it's opening a new dialog box. Okay. And all the other items available here, all the other items, the cut, copy, paste, all the other items available here, we call this as commands. Okay. Let us do a small recap. On the top, where we can see our file name and the software name is available. That area we call it as title bar. Super. On the left hand side of the title bar, 3 or 4 buttons available. What? Abbreviation for what is? Super. Below this whole area put together, we call it as the ribbons. Excellent. On the ribbon, the first one, file. Nice. Office button, backstage, home insert and page layout are all tabs, and a special tab will appear whenever you do some new thing. On the last, the special tab is contextual tab. Clipboard and fonts and other things are called as groups. Corner of the groups an arrow mark. When you click on an arrow mark, a new dialog box will launch. Dialog box. All the other items are. Whatever I explain now, it's not only for Excel, it's common for all the tools. Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, Project, anything, any tools. Whatever I explain, it's common. Right. Don't worry. No need for remembering it. No need for making it up. Anyway, I'll repeat this more frequently today and tomorrow. 100% you will understand this. Right. Today or tomorrow, we are going to make some reports and dashboards. Multiple visuals in one screen with the interaction. Why people are using Excel or people are using Power BI to create a reports is interactive dashboard. A dashboard should be interactive. So today or tomorrow we are going to make a dashboard with the interaction. When I create a dashboard with the interaction, this ribbon may disturb my screen. This ribbon, for example, is home insert and page layout. I don't want this home insert and page layout should appear. I want to see the reports on my full screen. So for that we have two methods. Method number 1. Go to this home insert page layout anywhere else and make a double click. Just to make a double click, the ribbon will get hidden. Same double click for unhiding. Double click will hide the ribbon. Same double click will unhide the ribbon. This is using the mouse. But if you want to use the keyboard, Control F1 is the shortcut key for hiding a ribbon. Some laptops, Control F1 may not work straight away. F1, F2, F3, F4 may not work straight away. They would have assigned sometimes F1 will increase your brightness or decrease your brightness, sometimes for volume, sometimes for even sleeping mode. So they have given several options for F1. Some laptops you have to press Control Function F1. Some laptops you have to straight away press Control F1. Some other you have to press Control function F1. What is the usage of this? This is used for hiding or unhiding ribbons. To hide or unhide ribbon, you can use this Control F1. Okay. Who are all getting Control function F1? Every all are getting Control F1. Anyone is getting Control function F1? Yes. So why I am saying this, I want to share a small tip here. So Control F1, not only for F1. From now, if you want to press F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, all the function key, you have to press the function F1, function F2, function F3. I don't like that. I want to switch off that. Like a caps lock. When I switch on the caps lock, everything will be in capital. When I switch off the capital letter, switch caps lock, everything will be in a smaller. Like this, I don't want this function key. I don't like to press Control F1 every time. So I want to press Control function F1 every time. I want to just press Control F1. I want to switch off this function key. So what I can do, we can use another shortcut key. Other people can note it down because you are already switched off. Only for two of them it's not switched off. Function escape is the key for switching on and switch off the function key. Switch on or switch off that function key. After switching off, straight away now you can press Control F1. Now straight away the Control F1 will work. If you are switched off that. You are all getting Control F1 straight away, don't do this. Your system is already switched off. Your function key is already switched off. I think no need for switching off it again. Okay. Control F1 will hide the ribbon. Same Control F1 will unhide the ribbon. Then, let me try that. Control F1, hiding. Same Control F1, unhiding. But I don't want to see this home insert and page layout also. I want to see only the reports on my screen. Only the Excel. Even I don't want the home insert and page layout also. So you can use another shortcut key. Control Shift F1. Control Shift. Some laptops function F1. If you are not switched off, if you are switched off it, fine. If you are not switched off it, then Control Shift function F1. This is for hiding or unhiding all. Only the rows and columns will be visible. Only the rows and columns will be visible. Correct? Maybe the formula bar will be visible. You can hide the formula bar also. So Control Shift F1. And I recommend everyone to please practice it parallelly. If you have any challenges, any questions, doubts, stop me, ask me there itself. Whatever I'm doing, if you are not getting on your system, please stop me and ask me there itself. Right? So Control Shift F1 for hiding or unhiding. And below the ribbon, this area, I can see very easily, you can find out what is the name of this area, where we can see our cell number is displayed. When you place the cursor over here, it shows what is the name of that. Name of this is name box. This is A1, where you can see our cell number, that is name box. We'll see what is the purpose of the name box, what is the usage of the name box, we'll explore it. And this is FX, and I think you know it, the stick mark and into mark, specifically designed for touch screens. For example, if I type something and to accept it, could you tell me what is the key we will press for accepting? Enter. To cancel it, escape. But since assume that I am using this Microsoft Excel in my mobile, in my touchpad, in my tab, how can I press the enter? You can go to this tick mark and just make a click. If you are using the touchpad, you can just make a click here. Or if you don't want it, you can make a into mark here. Even you can use the mouse and you can do it also. It is specifically designed for your touchpads to accept the value, to cancel the value. If you want to accept the value, you can tick, or if you want to cancel the value, you can use that into mark. Using the mouse also you can do it. Just go to the tick mark and make a click. So your value will be accepted. If you don't want to accept it, click on into, that is escape, coming out of it. FX is your formulas, where we can insert our formulas and functions. We'll explore it later. And this one is a formula bar. Next to the fx, the bar is available. That's a formula bar. Assume we are going to write a very big formula. If you write a small formula, you can see it. If you write a very big formula, I cannot see the formula. So you can expand the formula bar. You can expand this formula bar by using another shortcut key. Control Shift U. What is the usage of Control Shift U is increase or decrease formula bar. Or you can click on the arrow mark available here. So you can use the arrow mark available there. So either you can use Control Shift U or click on the arrow mark to increase the height or decrease the height of your formula bar. Okay. Let me try this. Control Shift U, Control Shift U. Increasing or decreasing the height. A, B, C, D are all. A, B, C, D are all. Columns 1, 2, 3 are all. Why I am asking is still more. So many people are confused. Which is rows and which is columns. That's why I am asking. I am confirming it again. So A, B, C, D are all columns. 1, 2, 3 are all rows. You are all sitting in rows. When you build a house, they will raise a pillar like this. What is the name of it? Column. They call it as column. So top to bottom is column, left to right is a rows. Where the rows and columns are meeting, intersecting, we call it as cells. Any idea? Morning in the introduction, everyone has said that you know basics of Excel. Tell me how many rows and how many columns are available in one Excel sheet? 10,000. That's all. 10 lakh. 10 lakh, 48,576 rows, 16,384 columns. There is a reason, there is a logic also. I will explain the reason and logic. Before that, how can I see, how can I confirm how many rows and columns are available? Method number 1. You can see on this name box, the name box width is very small. Just go to the 3 dot and increase that name box width. Just increase the name box. Approximately manually increase that name box width. After increasing the name box width between A and 1, there is a small triangle available. Could you tell me what is the use or what is the purpose of this triangle? When I click on the triangle, what will happen? Entire sheet will get selected. So what you do is just click it and hold it. Don't remove the hands from your mouse. Click and hold. That's all. On the top, it will show you how many rows and how many columns are available. 10,48,576 R represents rows. 16,384 C represents columns. So in a single sheet, we have 10,48,576 rows, 16,384 columns. Okay? But you can ask me a question. Why? Why there is 10,48,000? Why specifically 10,48,576? Why specifically it is 16,384? Why can't they round it as 10 lakh or 20 lakhs? I hope everyone knows it. Computer doesn't understand our language. Computers understands only 2 things. That is 0 and 1. What we call this? 0 and 1? Binary. Very good. Everything in computers is measured in a binary format. Even if you buy a pen drive or hard disk, anything is measured in a binary format. 2 to the power of 1, 2. 2 to the power of 2, 4. 2 to the power of 3, 2 into 2 into 2, 8. Even if you buy a pen drive or a hard disk or anything, you will get it like that. 2 GB, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 126. 256, 512, it goes like that. Same like this. This change, what we did, this change of 10,48,000, 16,384 has happened from the version of 2007. From the version of 2007. 2007 is the 14th version of Microsoft. It is the 14th version of Microsoft. So what I am going to do is equal to 2. Why 2? 2 is binary. To the power. Could you tell me how can I use this to the power? Where is the to the power available on your keyboard? Multiplication into plus it's okay. But where is the to the power? Above 6. 2 to the power of 14. Why 14? Because it's the 14th version of Microsoft. So 2 to the power of 14 and I say enter 16,384. So that much of columns are available in one Excel sheet. So this is the reason behind why we have this much of rows. So 16,384. Similarly columns. This column, sorry. Rows. 20th release. In 365 we have sub-release 2501, 24, something like that. Same like in 2007 we have release also. It's a 20th release. So what we are going to do is equal to 2 to the power of 20. 2 to the power of 20. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 for 20 times. So 10,48,576. So this is the reason, this is the logic why we had 16,000, why we had 10 lakh from the version of 2007. After this, they have increased. No, it was not increased till now. Still now. Last week only a new version was being upgraded. 2510 was updated only last week. Until that, they have not increased the rows and columns. I think near future also they will never increase it. They will never increase it. Why? Because Excel is not used for database. Excel is only for data analysis. If you want to handle a bigger data, a huge data, multiple rows, multiple columns, lakhs, million, billion, trillions of rows and columns. I don't know whether you know it. We have a separate tool available in Microsoft Excel called as Power Query. So my suggestion is load the data in Power Query, create the reports. Use Excel only for analyzing your reports, analyze and charts. For that you can go for Excel. Don't have a bigger data. In near future, when you come to the next level of Microsoft Excel, I will say stop using formulas and functions. Stop using lookups. Say RIED to lookup. Don't use lookups. Use merge query. Use combine queries. There are so many advanced features available. If I don't know how, if you are aware of Power BI. I don't know whether you used Power. If you used Power BI will work through Power Query. So most of the tools are working through Power Query now. So everything is working through Power Query. That's why they have not increased the rows and columns. As of now, it's 10,48,000, 16,384. So how I checked it? Go to the topmost leftmost corner, click and hold it. It shows the rows and columns. How can I check this manually? Another method. Control down arrow, which will go to the last row of my sheet. 10,48,576. Control right arrow. It will go to the last column. 16,384th column. Unfortunately, I'm getting the column like this. A, B, C, D till XFD. A, B, C, D till XFD. Starts from A to Z. After Z, A, B, A, C, still XFD. But here, instead of the column in alphabets, I want the column in a number format, which will be very useful when you write a function like lookup. Normally in lookup, you will count the column numbers, right? Instead of counting the column number, I can display the column number itself here. How do we do it? File, go to the Office button called as File. Under File, Options, File, Options, Formulas, File, Options, Formulas. Under Formulas, you can see there is a checkbox available. R1C1 reference styles. R1C1 reference styles. There is a checkbox R1C1 reference styles. Enable that checkbox R1C1 reference. Please enable it. R1 means row 1 and C1 means column 1. So row should be in number 1, 2, 3 format. Column also should be in 1, 2, 3 format. Say OK. Yes. Now you can see the column displays in a number format. Instead of A, B, C, D, you are getting column in numbers. 16,384. But yes, that is better. Correct. Someone would have changed that during coding, or they would have changed it. You have to go there and uncheck it. Better to uncheck it. So formula will not change. Someone would have unknowingly changed it, or using some coding or using downloading, they would have changed something. By default, system will not change. You have to change it manually again. I recommend to have it as ABCD. The reason is when you write as he told, when you write a formula, A1 plus B1 I can understand. 1, 1 plus 2, 1. Which one is rows, which one is columns? You will get confused. Better to bring it back to the normal one. Why I did this? To know how many rows and columns we did this. Better to bring it back to the normal. Go to File, Options, Formulas, uncheck that R1C1. Uncheck it and say OK. It comes back to the normal view. You tell me, I am at the last row, last cell. How can I move to the first cell? From last, how can I move to the very first cell here? Last to the very first cell. The shortcut key is Control Home. Some laptops, you have to press Control Function Home, which will move our cursor to the very first cell. But please be careful. Some laptops, the home may be separately available. If it is separately available, well and good. Some laptops, it may be available above F11. Unknowingly, you pressed Control F11 means it will insert a macro sheet. It will insert a sheet called as macro here. If it is inserting a sheet, that means you have pressed the wrong key. Delete that macro sheet. Right click and delete it. So let me do this. Control Home. It goes to the very first cell. Unknowingly, you pressed Control F11 instead of pressing Control Home. You can see a new macro sheet would have got inserted here. So that means you have pressed the wrong key. No, function key is off means that now F1 க்கு ரெண்டு இருக்கு சார். ஒன்னு F1 இல்லொன்னு வால்யூம் இருக்குன்னு வெச்சுங்க. Now you switch it off that F1, control F1 will work. But volume you have to press control function F1. If you understand. So this will go up and this will come down. அந்த மாதிரி. Home மேல home இருக்கு இல்லையா? Home work ஆகணும்னா function key press பண்ணணும். F11 press பண்றதுக்கு straight away you can press control F1. So two keys are assigned. Which is your priority you have to decide. எனக்கு function key தான் priority na function key on பண்ணி. Function key is not my priority. Volume or brightness is my priority na அதை on பண்ணி. So your priority changes. அவ்வளோ. I did பண்ணி. அவ்வளோ. Which you are using frequently அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி. Your preference. So now I make a right click and I'll go to delete this. I'm deleting the sheet here. So control home, which will come to the very first cell. Now let us see some small tips here. So I am at the last cell, last sheet. Sorry, first cell. Control home. We have gone to the first cell here. Now, as per my screen, my first page starts at A1 and ends at 27. Similarly, my first page starts at A1 and ends at V here. So this is my first page, this is my first page ending, this is my first page ending here. It may vary from system to system. I may not say all the system will have the same thing. Maybe your system size, maybe your screen size may be smaller, row size may be higher, row size may be smaller. It may vary from system to system. Now, or file to file, sheet to sheet also it may vary. Now I want to go to the next page downwards or next page right side. Next page down or next page right. If you want to go to the next page downwards, very simple, page down. You can use page down or you can use the shortcut key once again, that is function page down. So function page down or page down will go to the next page downwards. Next page down. Same thing. Page up. Function page up. Which will go to the previous page upwards, up and down. Okay. So normal page up and page down. But this is upwards and downwards. Let me try that. I press function page down, next page, next page, next page, next page, next page, page up, previous page, previous page, previous. But I want to go to the next page, right side here. Right side next page. So I have multiple columns, 10,000 columns. I want to go to the next page on the right side. So Alt page down. Some laptops Alt function page down. Some laptops the page down will be straight away available. Some laptops it may be on the arrow mark, up arrow, down arrow. In that case you have to press Control Alt function page down, which will go to the next page on the right side. Right side next page. Alt page up. Some laptops Alt function page up, which will go to the previous page, left side. Okay. Alt page up and Alt page down. So let me try that. Alt page down will go to the next page, right side, right side, right side. Alt page up, which will go to the previous page on the left hand side. Okay. This area where we can see this arrow mark is available. This arrow marked area, we call this as sheet tab. Now I am in the sheet number 1. I want to go to sheet number 2, sheet number 3, sheet number 4. Once again, without using mouse, you can use Control page down. Some laptops you have to press Control function page down, which will go to the next sheet. Next sheet. Control page up, which will go to the previous sheet. Okay. So Control page down and Control page up. Let me try this. Control page down, next sheet, next sheet, next sheet, next sheet, next sheet. Control page up, previous sheets. Okay, but I am in the sheet number 1. I have hundreds of sheets. I want to go to the first sheet, to the 10th sheet, 10th sheet, the 20th sheet, straight away. So you can notice there is an arrow mark, this sheet tab. There are 2 methods in the latest version. Old version, we have only 1 method. Right click on the sheet tab. Just to make a right click on the sheet tab, it will show you all the list of sheets. All the list of sheets will be shown here. Select which sheet you want to go. Suppose I want to go to sheet number 20. Select sheet number 20 and I say OK. It automatically goes to the sheet number 20. So right click on the arrow mark. A list of sheet will be shown. Select that sheet and say OK. It goes to that particular sheet. This is one method. One more method is available. We'll see that method also. Latest version, one more. Old version, we have only one method. 2016, 2019, only one method. Latest version, we have one more method. How can I insert a fresh new sheet? Fresh new sheet. I want a new sheet. Control. N is new file. M is new slide in PowerPoint. 3 methods. One is you can make a right click and you can go to insert a slide. Second method, you can click on the plus symbol. Third method, you can use the shortcut key Shift F11. Shift F11 is the shortcut key for inserting a new sheet. No shortcut key for deleting a sheet. If there is a shortcut key also, I will never teach you the shortcut key for deleting a sheet. Why? Because if you delete a sheet, recovering is very tougher. Correct? If you delete a data, you can undo it. Control Z will work. If you delete a file, it will be in recycle bin. You can get it. If you delete a sheet, it's very tough to get it back. So please be careful. For example, if I go to some sheet and I right click and I go for delete, it is saying some message here. Microsoft Excel will permanently delete the sheet. Continue means it will permanently delete your sheet. So please be careful before deleting a sheet. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's very tougher to recover it. It's very tougher to recover. So better right click, and that's why there is no shortcut key for deleting a sheet. Shift F11 is the shortcut key for inserting a sheet. To insert a new sheet, the shortcut key is Shift F11. How many sheets can we insert? Any idea? Have you inserted any number of sheets? Maximum? Unlimited? You can insert any number of sheets, but my personal recommendation is try to insert max of 255. Don't go beyond 255 sheets. 2016-19 versions. 24 365, you can insert more than 255 also, no problem. But the older version, try to restrict within 255 because you cannot insert 256. You can insert it. Your system will become slower. It will hang. It will rotate. Your formula will give you the wrong output. Wrong output. It will not throw error. It will give you the wrong output. So please be careful. Don't insert a sheet beyond 255. Try to restrict it within 255. There are various reasons. One, they would create some name ranges, create some extra columns, some dynamic formulas use. Today I will tell you how to reduce your file size, how to work efficiently, performance increase, accessibility we will explore it. There may be various reasons. One reason over topic I will tell you these are all the reasons for increasing your file size, decreasing the system speed. Check the accessibility, performance improve we'll try to do it today. Okay, right? So maximum try with 255 sheets. Still we have not completed the introduction. Still we are in the introduction part. We have to explore something about the status bar. There are some new features available in the status bar. We have to explore about the status bar. Before exploring, because status bar will take some time, there are some options, there are some formulas and functions, there are some new features available in the formula bar also. We have to explore it. Before exploring it, as of now, whatever we have seen, any questions, doubts, queries of whatever we have learned as of now? Any questions, queries, doubts? No? Clear? Two reasons for not getting doubts. One is, if you understood everything, you will never get a doubt. Second one, nothing understood also, you will never get a doubt. But the problem is you can understand everything here. The challenge will start after the training session is over. After 5 o'clock, if you open the system, everything will become blank. No other go, you have to practice, practice, practice and practice. I think there are 2 or 3 trainings going on. So they have given the time schedule for our break. So we have to follow the break timings. That's why I'm parking this last part that is about the status bar. 10:45 is our scheduled time to break. So we'll take a break now. So we have to stick on with the timings, no other go, since multiple trainings are going on. So we'll start this status bar and other part tips, tricks and shortcut keys after our break. I'll save the file and I'll I'm not stopping, sorry, I'm pausing the recording now, please. So I think we are in the process of introduction. What are all the elements, what are all the components, and what are all the options available in Excel? We are exploring it. The last one we have seen about sheets, multiple sheets, what are all the sheets, how to insert a sheet, how many sheets are there, how to jump between one sheet and another sheet. On the bottom, this area, where we can see there is a bar available, it says ready, and there is a bar available. This bar, we call this bar as the status bar. This one is called as status bar. In the latest version of Microsoft Excel, we have some new features are available. They have added some new features in the status bar. First one is, when you open Word or PowerPoint, I don't know whether you noticed in Word and PowerPoint, on the bottom of the status bar, if I open a PowerPoint, if I open a Word file, on the bottom it will show you how many slides are there and what is the number of slides. For example, if you see it on the bottom left hand side, it says slide 1 of 1. So totally we have one slide and we are in the first slide. Similarly, if I insert another one, you can see it says 2 of 2. So we have 2 slides, we are in the second slide. This option, now they have added this option in the latest version. Unfortunately, 2016, 2019, you cannot do this. 2016, 2019, overall using 24, I believe, 365, you can do this. So what we can do is in the status bar, other people you can just note it down. I think Google Sheets also this is available. So on the right hand side, you can see this area where we can make a right click and there is an option available called as sheet number. There is an option called as sheet number. You have to enable the sheet number. Unfortunately, 16, it will not work. Don't try in 16. It will not work in 16. So right click and enable that sheet number. So when I enable the sheet number, what will happen is on the bottom, you can see it will show you how many sheets are there. We are in which sheets. Totally, I have 31 sheets. We are in the sheet number 1. Okay. Which one? 2016. 2016 work. They would have installed 365 also in that system. Maybe that is the reason it may work. By default, 16 doesn't have that option. I will tell you. Right click on the status bar here. Just make a right click on the status bar and enable this. A menu will appear. You have to enable this sheet number. Take that sheet number. Enable the sheet number. And I press escape to come out of this. On the bottom, it will show you the sheet number. And what is the main advantage is, one is you can see the sheet number. Another one, if you are connected with online, your laptop or system has to be connected with online. Offline, the next feature may not work. It will show you only the blank. If you are connected with online, then very simple, you can click on this sheet number 1 of 31. When you click it, on the right hand side, it shows the navigation. What are all the sheets available? Under the sheets, what are all the tables available? What are all the charts available? You can see the table, charts. You can search it from here also. If you, I don't know the which sheet I want to go. I want to go to sheet number 20. I can type EX20. It will go to the sheet number 20. In sheet number 20, suppose I have 3 or 4 tables. I want to select one table. You can click on the table. The table will get selected. So navigation. So you can first enable that sheet number. Right click. Enable that sheet number. After enabling the sheet number is displayed here. How many sheets are there? We are in which sheet? Just click on it. It will show you the navigation. What are all the sheets available? It will show you the navigation here. But the navigation should appear, means you should have connected with the internet. If you're offline, unfortunately, the navigation will show you only the blank screen. Only the blank will be available if you are not connected with online. Or one more method. If you don't like to see the sheet number and click on the navigation, there is one more method. Go to the View tab. Under View tab also, when you go to the View tab, under View tab also there is a button called as Navigation. This also will go to the navigation straight away. That is second method to go to the navigation, list of sheets, and you can jump to the particular sheet. So go to the View tab, under View tab you can click on Navigation. Second method. And I want to know how many sheets are there, how many rows are filled, how many empty cells are there, or how many formulas has been filled, how many tables are there. Make a right click on the status bar again. Make a right click on the status bar again. This is also a new feature. workbook statistics. Workbook statistics. Enable that workbook statistics. Enable that workbook statistics. Just select the workbook statistics. On the bottom, it shows the workbook statistics here on the status bar. Click it. Just to make a click. So it will show you the workbook statistics. Current sheet, what is the last cell, how many cells with the data, how many tables are there, how many formulas are there, how many sheets, how many cells are with the entire data in the sheet, cell, table, file, and how many tables are there, how many formulas are there. It shows your workbook statistics. So first you have to enable that. Just to make a right click on the status bar and enable that workbook statistics. After enabling the workbook statistics, click on that workbook statistics. Or another method is go to the review tab. Under review tab also you can see that workbook statistics is available. So go to the review. Under review you can see that workbook statistics. Second method. Okay. Right. Now, if I go to some other sheet where I have some data, I will go to sheet number 2, 3, 4, 5. I will go to the sheet number 5. When I go to the sheet number 5, I have some data, month and sales. So let me select some sales data here. I select some sales data. When I select some sales data, on the bottom on the status bar, it gives some formula here. It is giving the average, it is giving the count, it is giving the sum. Can I get other aggregated formula? Average, count, sum is okay. But I want other aggregated formula. So what I can, by default, it will show you average, sum and count. But I want other formulas also. So make a right click on this status bar. Just to make a right click on the status bar, a menu will appear. Same menu is appearing. Now enable that numerical count. Enable that minimum. Enable that maximum. Other aggregated formula, average, count, numerical count, minimum, maximum. Now press escape. It shows the formulas here. It shows the average, it shows the count, it shows the numerical count, it shows the minimum, it shows the maximum, and it shows the sum. Okay. I believe everyone knows sum. Sum is total. Maximum is highest. Minimum is lowest. What is the count and numerical count? What is the difference between count and numerical count? Both are giving the same output here. Count is 5, numerical count is 5. So what is the difference between count and numerical count? Numerical count is number counting. Very good. Count. Count will count the text also. Very good. Super. Numerical count will count only the numbers, whereas the count will count the number as well as text. Text, date, anything. But both will not count if the cell is empty. If the cell is empty, both will not count. For example, if I select along with the heading, when I select along with the heading, you can see here count is 7, numerical count is 6. Out of the 7 cell, 6 cell is having numbers, 7 cell is having some value. But what is the new feature in the latest version? Maybe 16 it may not work, older version it may not work, latest version it will work. Select the list of cells. It shows some formula, average, count, numerical count, whatever the formula. You decide which formula you want. For example, I want this average. Just go to this average and make a click. Just go to the average and make a click. Just to click it and go to some cell. Paste it. Control V. That value will get pasted. So what's the value available? That value will get pasted here. Value. Remember value. It's not a formula. I think next upcoming version you may get the formula also here. Not now. They have not upgraded. We are expecting this in near future. Even the formula will also get pasted here. Now the formula will not get pasted. It will paste only the values. I repeat it. Select the range of cells. Go to some formula here. Which formula you want, whether average or count or sum. Let me want the sum. I click on sum and I go to some other cell, paste it. So the average will get pasted. This is a new feature. Anything, any formula, whatever the formula available here, you can copy and paste. Where you are seeing the dotted line? No, you are getting the dotted line here in between or on the page setups or when you are making a recording also it will show because of recording. Even I am getting it, but you are not able to see it. There are some blue circles surrounding. You can see there are. I recorded the whole screen. That's why the blue circle is appearing towards the screen. Maybe in a particular area, it's indicating that it's recording. Now you cannot switch off. Okay. And 3 views are available. Time permits, we'll explore it. Normal view, page layout view, page break preview. These 3 views are specific for arranging the page setup and taking a printout. If you want to take a printout, if you want to arrange the page setup, you can use these 3 views. So time permits, we'll explore it later. And of course, you know this, the last one, the plus and minus, which is used for zoom in and zoom out, increasing or decreasing the percentage of your view. There are 4 methods to do this. Method number 1, you can click on the plus symbol to increase the zoom, minus symbol to decrease the zoom, or you can hold the control key and on your mouse, if you are using mouse, let's scroll. There is a scroll available on your mouse. Hold the control key and scroll upwards, control key and scroll downwards. Second method. Third method, laptop, touchpad. How do we do it on your mobiles? Increasing or decreasing your screen. I think first it comes to the Excel only, then only it came into mobiles. First it's available in Microsoft Excel. So increase or decrease, 2 fingers. You can increase or decrease the zoom percentage. You can increase and you can decrease the zoom percentage on your touchpad area. How do we do it on your mobiles? Same concept. And even this touchpad zoom and other things, it's useful for moving your cursor also. For example, I want to move the screen on the right side. Use the 2 fingers and very fastly you can move it on the right. Very fastly you can move it on the left, up, down. So you can move upwards, you can move downwards by using the 2 fingers. Touchpad. Okay. Third method. Fourth method, 100% it will not work. There is some small bug in this. Maybe in the upcoming version they will solve it. As of now, some laptops it may work, some laptops it may not be due to your key settings. But still you can note down the shortcut key for your future use. Control Alt plus, which will increase the zoom percent. This is also the latest version. Control Alt minus to decrease the zoom percent. If it is not working, if it is working, fine. If it is not working, maybe upcoming version they will upgrade it. There are some bug in this. As I told, even my system also, you can see when I press Control Alt plus, it's working fine. Control Alt minus, it's not working for me properly. Some system it may, some system it may not, because there is a small error in this. They will solve it as soon as possible. Okay, that's it about the introduction. So we have seen what are all the elements, what are all the components, and what are all the options available in Microsoft Excel. Next, we are going to see about some tips, tricks, and some shortcut keys, some AI tool also available. So we'll see some AI tools, what are all the other AI tools available. So before that, as of now, is it clear? Yes. Shall we move on to the next part? Yes. Superb. As I told, don't hesitate. Any sorts of doubts. It can be basic, it can be silly doubt also. Don't hesitate. Stop me and ask me. I can repeat it any number of times. Right? Now the concept which we are going to see is about fill handle. What is that fill handle? How to use that fill handle? For an example, let me type the short form of the January month, JAN. After typing something, to accept Could you tell me to accept this? What is the key we have to press for accepting a value? Enter. But when you press enter, unfortunately, my cursor moves to the next cell. This you can change it. When I press enter, I don't want my cursor to move to the next cell. I want the cursor to move to the right side. I want my cursor to move to the top. I want my cursor to move to the left. That direction you can change it. Where we can change it is, it's very simple. You can go to file. Under file, you can see options. Under options, advanced. File, options, advanced. File, options, advanced. Under advanced, you can see here, after pressing enter, where this arrow should move. The move selection to which direction? Downwards, rightwise, leftwise, upwise. You can change all the 4 directions. By default, it's down. That's why in my system it's going downwards. But I don't want to go downwards. When I type something, I want my cursor to be retained in the same cell. I don't want my cursor to go to the next cell, because in the same cell I want to do some activity. Formatting, copying, some activity. So I don't want to go to the next cell. I want the cursor to be in the same cell. So hold the control key and press enter, so that your cursor will be in the same cell. Instead of going down and coming up again, you can just press control enter, your cursor will be retained in the same cell. That's all. It doesn't do any bigger change, any magic here. Your cursor will be in the same cell. That's all. Cursor will be in the same cell. Simple. In Excel, we have 3 types of icon. First icon, doctor symbol. I think you would have seen this doctor symbol. When you go to the clinic, hospitals, you can see this doctor symbols. This doctor symbol is used for just selecting a range of cells. If you want to select the range of cells, you can use this doctor symbol. Second, when I go to the border of the cell, there is a 4 header with the arrow mark. The name of this is 4 header with the arrow mark. 4 header with the arrow mark. What is the usage of this 4 header with the arrow mark? Is to move the value. I want to move this value to one area to another area. You can just drag and you can move the value from one area to another area. Just drag and move it. Second. Third. When I go to the border, bottommost, rightmost corner of the cell, there is a plus symbol, black colored plus symbol. This black colored plus symbol is called as fill handle. Name of this black color symbol is called as fill handle. What is the usage of this fill handle? I think some of you are aware of this. Go to the fill handle and drag it down. Yes. The month names are getting filled. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. JAN, FEB, MAR, APR. If I type fully as January, when I drag it, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December is filled. Simple. When I type SUN sun and drag it, what will happen? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Very good. At least you are given this answer. Some other training program, I got a different answer. Sun, moon. You are better, sir, but I got some other answer. So far better. At least you have said sun, moon. In one training program, they said when I click on sun and drag it, Vijay, K, Raj, Jay, and TV channel, what you said is far better. Okay, but we can bring it. Now we can bring our own list also. Our own list also we can bring it. We'll see how to bring our own list. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 1 ST. Sorry, 1 ST. And go to the corner. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, filled. Fine, simple. But the problem is, when I type just 1, I'm just typing 1, and go to the corner and I drag this. Only 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is getting filled. But I don't want 1, 1, 1. I want 1, 2, 3 to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there are 4 methods. Tell me, how can I do this? 4 methods. Huh? First type 1, second type 2, then select both and then drag it. Very good. Method number 1. Method number 2. Type 1. Hold the control key. Hold the control key and drag it. Method number 2. Hold the control key and drag it. Second method. Third method. Type 1. No need for holding the control key. No need for typing 2. Just go to the corner. Drag it down. You can see a small tag will appear here. Name of this tag. Name of this tag is called as Smart Tag. From today, from now, whenever you see a smart tag like this, please click it and explore it. You will see so many advantages in the smart tag. If you know the smart tag very well, you can create a chart, we can create a report, we can create a formula, we can create a function, we can create some spark lines. So many options are available if you know the smart tag very well. So from today, whenever you see a smart tag like this, kindly click it and explore it. But unfortunately, whenever you see some new tag like this, what's our first activity is to close it. Immediately we will close it. We will never read it. Our first habit to close it. Press escape and close it immediately. It's troubling us. Close it immediately. From today, don't do it. Please explore it. You will see so many advantages on that. So let me click here. And we have several options, 3, 4 or 5 options. Fill series, fill formatting, fill without formatting, flash fill. Flash fill is a AI tool. We'll see the flash fill in another few minutes. So let us go to fill series. Yes. The series is filled. Third method. First method, type 1 and 2 and drag it. Second method, type 1, hold the control key and drag it. Third method, type 1 and drag it. You can see a small tag will appear. Fill series. All these 3 methods can be used when your data is very small. If your data is very small, we can go for this method. But assume your data is too large. For example, I want to fill it from 1 to 5,000. Starting from 1, I want to fill it till 5,000. 1 to 5,000. So when I go to the corner and I drag this, it will take more time. Drag, and we have to wait for a very long time. So still now only it has gone to 300 or 500 or 600 or something. So I have to wait for a very long time. Then I have to click here. Then I have to go to fill series. Instead, fourth method. Type 1. Home tab. Go to the home tab. Under the home tab, there is a group called as editing. Above the group of editing, there is a command button called as fill. If you are not able to see the fill, I think 90% you are able to see it. If you are not able to see this fill, if your screen size is very small, some system the screen size may be smaller like this. In that case, you will not see the fill, you will see only that arrow mark. No problem, both are same. Either you can click on the arrow mark or you can click on that fill. Even if I click on the fill, the same screen will open. If I click on the arrow mark, it's based on your screen resolution, screen size. So let me click on that fill series. Go to the home tab. Under home tab, go to the fill. Under fill, click on that series. Okay. So fill and I'll go to series. It is opening a dialog box. I think you are going to help me here. How do you want to fill it? Whether you want to fill it by row wise or column wise? Row is left to right, column is top to bottom. So I want to fill it by column wise, top to bottom. And a linear growth. Linear is adding, growth is multiplying. We'll see about growth in our upcoming session. Trend is forecasting. If time permits, we'll see a separate session about forecasting, what if analysis. So step value is 1. That means after 1, I want 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. Suppose instead of 1, if I say 2, what will be the next value? 3, 5, 7, 9. It will increase 2 by 2 by 2. Let us make it as 1 and stop. Where are we going to stop it? Assume I want to stop it till 5,000. Starting from 1, increase it by 1 and stop it at 5,000. That's it. Click on OK. Yes. Starting from 1 till 5,000, it would have been filled. 1 to 5,000. Repeat it. Type 1, control enter, then go to fill, then go to series, column, step value is 1 and stop value is 5,000. Could you tell me, how can I move from the first cell to the last cell straight away? Control down arrow. First cell is control up arrow. Fine. How can I select it from top to bottom? Control shift down arrow. Bottom to top is control shift up arrow. Fine. Now I have selected this range, control shift down arrow, I selected it. Now I want to go to the first cell and last cell. I want to go to the first cell and last cell without removing the selection. Without removing the selection, I want to go to the first cell and last cell. How can I do that? I want to go to the first cell, last cell without removing the selection. If I press control up arrow, it goes to the first cell, but the selection will get removed. Control down arrow, last cell, it will get removed. But I want to go to the first and last cell without removing the selection. So the shortcut key is control dot full stop. Just to press control dot full stop. It goes to the first, last. Before the control dot, you should have selected the cell. Without selecting the cell, you cannot press control dot. Okay. So control dot first, last. Within the selection. Okay. Right. Enjoy. You don't want to change that. There is a formula for it. Subtotal or function. The filter sort panninga, the serial number will be retained. But மாறணும் இல்லையா serial number மாறக்கூடாதா? Subtotal or formula. Visible cells மட்டும் formula. பார்க்கலாம். I will tell you. You have selected the range. Second time up, first. Control dot. Okay. So this 2 days of training is going to be like this, 100% practical, no theory here. So whatever I am doing, I recommend you to practice it parallelly. And I will ask you to do some other task based on the same thing what we have learned. For example, assume that I am teaching a pivot table. I will do the pivot, I will create a pivot table once. And I will ask you to do the same pivot table with some other example so that you can have more practice. Right? Whatever I am doing, you can do it very easily. When you practice only, you will get some challenges, you will get some problem. I am here to help you. So when you are doing some task, when you are doing some activity, I am going to check who is going to do it much faster. Fastest fingers first. Based on the fastest fingers, you will get some scores. Cricket score. Who is finishing first, you will get a sixer. Who is finishing second, you will get a 4. Third, 3, then 2, then 1. Tomorrow evening we will consolidate it. Who is coming on top 3, top 5. You will get a certification with Microsoft logo. Okay, so take it seriously. Other people will get the participation certification. Top 3, top 5 will get the certification of excellence. Okay. A small warm-up task. Let us see who is going to get the first sixer. Opening batsman or batswoman. Who is going to get the first sixer? So what I want you to do here is, with the same concept of this fill series, I want to do this. Starting from 500, increase it by 15 and stop it at 5990. I have a daily target value. Every day the target values are increasing. Starting from 500, it should increase by 15, 15, 15. 500, 515, 530, 545, 560, 575. Ending with 5990. Wow. Down. 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 Column wise. Answer wise is correct. Starting from 500. I will complete. Okay. Help me here. For example, let me type 500. Then what could be the next step? Home, fill, series, columns. Step value is 15. Stop value is. That's all. Okay. Yes. 515, 530, 545, 560. At last it ends with 5990. Superb. Almost everyone has did this. Now, for example, assume I have your company name, maybe spelling mistake, institute. Okay. Or I'll type simple one, Microsoft. So I have something like this, Microsoft Excel training. So Microsoft is in one cell, Excel is in one cell, training is in one cell. So I want to combine all the three cells together into one cell. I want to bring Microsoft Excel training in one cell. How can I do that? Merge. Are you sure? select all the three. Can I click on merge? If I click on merge, it's showing some warning. Merge cells only keep the uppermost data and discard the other. That means you will get only Microsoft Excel training is not appearing. What is any other method? Concatenate equal to concatenate, but the latest version. When you go to concat, who are all using 19, 21, 24. In concatenate, you can see there is before the function there is a yellow color indicator. What this yellow color indicator is suggesting is you have some alternative or improved version for this formula. There is an improved version. I will tell you the improved version. First one is concatenate. What you said? Concatenate. Select all the. You cannot select all the three cells. You have to select one by one. First cell, comma, second cell, comma, third cell. This is how you have to do this. Concatenate. First, comma, second, comma, third. No need to close the bracket. If you close the bracket also okay. No need to close it. Excel will close it automatically. So this will combine. But unfortunately, it is combining into one cell. Unfortunately, I am not getting a space. I need a space. So there is one more formula available from 2019 of Excel. Concat. Not concatenate. Concat. So concat. Select all the three cells. No need for selecting it one by one. First, comma, second, comma, third. Not required. Concat. Select all the three cells. The problem is it's combining, but it's not giving a space in between. So the latest version, this option is in Google Sheets also. New feature. Equal to text join. Join. T-E-X-T. Text. Join. Join. Text join. Bracket open. It is asking delimiter. What is delimiter is? Between the three text, what is a delimiter? What is the separator you want? Whether you want a space, you want a comma, you want a dot or a hyphen or whatever. Just to put a double quotes. Where is the double quotes? Next to L on your keyboard is semicolon. Next to semicolon, we have single quotes and double quotes. Put the double quotes. And what is the separator you want? Space, or you want a dot, or you want a comma, or you want a hyphen, whatever you want. I'll put a space. Double quotes, space, double quotes, comma, ignore empty. That means if there is an empty cell, you want to consider the cell or you want to ignore it. If there is an empty, don't take this, ignore it. So I will say true, T-R-U-E, true, comma, select the three cells. So I'm selecting the three cells here. This feature will work in the latest version. Text join, open bracket, double quotes, space, one more double quotes, comma, true. True is for ignoring empty, comma, select all the three cells. Now I no need to close the bracket. If I close the bracket also, no problem, but that's not required. Enter or control enter. Yes. We got a space in between. Microsoft, space, Excel, space, training. But this seems to be very complicated for me. So I have to write a formula. One is I have to go for concatenate, which is not working properly. Concat also doesn't solve my problem. Text join, it solves the problem. I feel it's a little bit complex for me, but the output I am getting it in some other cell. If you want the output in some other cell, text join is better, but I want the output in the same cells. So let me delete this. I want Microsoft Excel training should be in one cell. First, see whether my column width is sufficient. Whether column width is sufficient for fitting all the three cells. My column width is not sufficient. So go to the border of the cell, border of the column, increase the column width, approximately manually, increase it. Microsoft Excel training. I think Microsoft Excel training, it will fit. My column width is sufficient. Select all the three cells. First increase the column width, select all the three cells. Then go to Home tab again. Just now we used this. Home tab, fill, under fill, justify. Below that flash fill, above the flash fill, Above the flash fill, justify. That's all. All the three cells will be combined into one cell. Automatically it gives the space also in between. You are getting a space also in between. No need for us to give a space. So I repeat the process. First, increase the width of that column. Then select all the three cells. Fill, justify. If suppose, can I split this column into three cells? Suppose I already combined it, now I want to split this. Reduce the column width. Go to fill, go to justify. Sorry. Go to fill and go to justify. The text will extend the below selected range. Okay, no problem. Okay. Now it will split it. For splitting also same concept. For combining also same concept. Only thing is column width. If you increase the column width, it will combine. If you decrease the column width, it will split. Okay. And you can do this if the data is in row wise. You can do this if the data is in a text. If it is a column wise, yes, we'll see it in the next part. Row wise, column wise, this may not work. We'll see how to do this in column wise also. Okay. Probably this is what we are going to learn today and tomorrow. The same method, how to do. There are several methods, how to do it in the easiest method. That's what we are going to learn in the next 2 days of session. Right. Let us see about date. I want to enter a date. Let us take the first day of this month. 1st October 2025. I'm going to enter the date 01. And space. Why? Why I'm giving a space? Because in my system, my date have a separator of hyphen. When I send this file to someone else, they may have dot, they may have a slash. So if I give a space, my system will automatically take what is the separator available here. My system, I have an hyphen. I send it to someone else. They have the slash, means it will take it as a slash. Formatting is different, but when you enter a date, this is the best method. So first I have entered the date, month, October 10. Don't type 10. Why? Once again, the formatting of your date. Some system may have DMY format. You know what is meant by DMY? DMY means date, month, year. If my system is date, month, year, it will take this date as 1st October. Perfect. If my system is in MDY format, it will take the date as 10th January. This is the problem here. So what we do is, don't put it as 10 instead of 10. Even 10 can be a date, 10 can be a month, 10 can be a year also sometimes. So better to type it like this. October, OCT, first 3 letters. 1st October, space 2025. Clearly we have indicated that 01 is the date. OCT is the October. 2025 is the year. Even year also don't put it as 25. 25 can be year, 25 can be day also. So better you have to put it as 2025. This is the best method for entering a date. So if you want to enter a date, this is the best method. 01 October 2025. So clearly we have said that 01 is the day, October is the month, 2025 is the year. Now I press enter or a control enter. It says 1st October 25. But I don't like this date format. I want to change the date format. Yeah. How can I change the date format? Kindly help me here. How do we change the date? I don't like this date format. I want 1st October 2025, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I want to change the date format here. How can I change the date format? Normally, right click, format cells. Super. How can I make a right click without using mouse? How do you make a right click without using mouse? Mouse means right click option is available, but without using mouse, the shortcut key. Some keyboards there is a specific key for right clicking, which may be on the control key. You have to press the function and control key, or the best method is the shortcut key, that is Shift F10. Shift F10 is the shortcut key for making a right click without mouse. Some laptops you have to press Shift function F10. This is the shortcut key for right clicking. Okay, so let me do this. Shift F10. A menu is appearing. Could you tell me now I want to go to the format cells? How can I go to the format cells once again without using mouse? Down arrow. Very good. Or else you can see for every menu there is a letter underlined. Cut T is underlined, copy C is underlined. What is the letter underlined for format cell is? F. So straight away you can press F also. No need for using down arrow and coming to the F and doing it. Straight away you can press F. It goes to the format cells. So Shift F10 is the shortcut key for right clicking. A menu will appear. Just to press F, it will go to the format cells. Method 1 or method number 2. If you want to go to the format cells, straight away you can use the shortcut key Control 1. Control 1 is the shortcut key to go to the format cell straight up. No need to make a right click and go to format cells. Okay. Let me press Control 1, format cells. Now actually where is my cursor is? My cursor is at the number. From number I want to go to the alignment or font or border or a fill or protection. Could you tell me how can I do this without using mouse again? I'm going to go to the alignment font. Now my cursor is in number here. I want to move to alignment, font, border or fill or protection. If some letter is underlined, you can press the underlined letter. Here letter is not underlined. So two methods. You can use the arrow mark. Left arrow, right arrow. Arrow mark. If the letter is underlined, you can press the underlined letter. If letter is not underlined, no letter is underlined here. So you can take the first letter. Alignment is A. So just to press A. Font is F. But you can ask me one question. Font is also F. Fill is also F. So when I press F first time, it will go to font. When I press F second time, it will go to fill. If the letter is underlined, press the underlined letter. If the letter is not underlined, take the first letter. First letter. Number is N, alignment is A, font is F, border is B, once again fill is F, protection is P. This is one tab to another tab. But now I want to move from the number to the category area. From number, I want to move to the category area. How can I move from number to category area? Tab key. Very good. You can move from number to the category by pressing tab key. Tab. You want to go back? Just move from number to this area. You want to go back means reverse is shift tab. Shift tab will go backwards, tab will come forwards. Whatever I am saying, it's not only for format cells, this you can use it for other menus also. We'll see that. Now tab, I came into this category. Now my cursor is in the category area. You can use up arrow, you can use down arrow for selecting it. Or one more method is, I can use up arrow and down arrow. Another method is, I can see there is no letter underlined. First letter. Take the first letter. Suppose I want to go to accounting means A. Date is T. Time is T. 2 times press T. It will go to text. So if the letter is underlined, take the underlined letter. If the letter is not underlined, take the first letter. Or you are not comfortable with the keyboard. If you want to use the mouse, that's your wish. If you want to go with the mouse also, you can do that. So let me select the date. When I select date, there is some date format. If you are satisfied with the date format, you can select this. If you are not satisfied with the date format, we want to create our own format, then we can go to custom. Very good. So let me go to custom. If you want to handle a chapter about this custom, I can handle at least 3 to 4 hours about this custom. Minimum I can handle 3 to 4 hours about this custom. What a custom. The custom which I told is different. This custom is different. Okay. So go to that custom format. When I delete the custom format, this is a very important tip here. When I delete this, you can see it shows something like 45,931. Any idea why it is showing 45,931? Why? When I have typed the date 1st October 2025 and I deleted the format and it's showing some value like 45,913. There is a logic, there is an important secret behind this. Why it is showing 45,931? What is the reason? It is in a general format, we have to convert it as a date format. Very good. But my question is, I never asked why it's showing a number. I asked why it is showing 45,931. Why? Yeah, 45,000. January 1990 is superb. Excellent. What he said is perfectly correct. Starting from 1 Jan 1900. This is the first date as per Microsoft Excel. As per Google Sheet, 1 day minus 31 December 1899. Google Sheets open panninga. What is the WPS law? 1 day minus 31 December 1899. 1 day before is the first date. As per Microsoft, the first date is 1 Jan 1900 is the first date. So from 1 Jan 1900 till 1st October, 45,931 days. 1st October, sorry, 1st January 1900 till this date. And if you have the first date, you should have the last date also. The last date is 31 December 9999. This is the last date as per Microsoft Excel. We don't want to worry about the last date, right? We have another 8,000 years. Anything will happen. So this is the logic. Anyway, we are going to work with some date functions today or tomorrow. So you have to remember these features. So whenever you type a date, date is stored as a number. I don't know whether you are aware of it. In year 2000, we had a problem. Y2K no problem. I don't know how many of you are aware of that Y2K problem. In a bank, they got that problem. Normally, we will not type the date fully. We will type only the last 2 digits of a month, year. So when I type, for example, when I type 1st January 00, so it has got confused. Which is 0? Whether it's a 2000, 2000 or 19000. So that's why they created this format. So 1 Jan 1900 will have a different number. 1 Jan 2000 will have a different number. So system will understand very easily. So the Y2K problem is solved. So not now. In year 2000 we got that problem. That's the reason they have created this. So this is the first date and this is the last date as per Microsoft Excel. Now let me change the date format. If you are not getting the sample on the top, that means you selected an empty cell. If you selected an empty cell, you will never get the sample on the top. So let me give a sample. D. You know what is D stands for? D is for day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I type 2D, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. And I can put a dot, I can put a hyphen, I can put a slash, your wish. So let me put a hyphen here. M stands for month. January is 1, February is 2, March is 3. 2M. If it is January, it will show 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. 3M. JANFEBMAR. 4M. January, February, March, April. 5M. But I don't recommend 5M. It says only the first day of the month. At least here I can understand. O is October. Suppose if it says J. J belongs to January, June or July. M belongs to March or May. So better 3M or 4M is better. Hyphen YY. 25. Suppose I want 2025. 3 or 4 Ys. You can say 3 or you can put 4 also. Both are same. Then I can say a comma. I can say a space, dot, anything. Three D's. 1, 2, 3. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. SUNMONTUE. 4 D's. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is the full format for getting date along with the day. Time we will see it in another few minutes. After you finish this, we'll see about timing and another part also. So this is the full format for getting the date along with the day. Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. Let me click on OK. I want today's date. 3 methods. There are 3 methods available to get the current date. Method number 1. Control semicolon next to L on your keyboard. On your keyboard next to L, you can see that control semicolon. Hold the control key and press that semicolon. So control semicolon is the shortcut key for getting the current date, today's date. So when I press control semicolon, we got the current date 27/10/25. Yes. This date format is 27/10/2025. I don't like this date format. I want to change the date format. You can go to control 1 and change it. Do you have any shortcut key for changing the date format? Default date format. Default date format. We have a shortcut keys. There are 6 shortcut keys available to change the format. Please take a note of it. Shortcut key number 1. Control Shift 1. Control Shift 1. It's a shortcut key for number format. So it's a shortcut key for number format with 2 decimals. Number format with 2 decimal values. Number with 2 decimals. For example, so we have entered some number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want number with 2 decimals 1.00, 2.00, 3.00. So let us press Control Shift 1. Select some numbers. Control Shift 1. Number with decimal points 1.00, 2.00, 3.00. Shortcut key for number format with decimals. Next. Control Shift 2. Time format. Control Shift 2. Time format. Control Shift 3. Time format, we'll see it in another few minutes. Control Shift 3. Date format. Control Shift 3. Date format. For example, this one I want to convert it as a default date format. Default date format. Control Shift 3. This is the default date format. 27 October 25. This is the default date format for date. So of course 1, 2, 3 you have to remember. 4 and 5 is very easy to remember. You know what is there above 4? Above 4 we have above 4 on your keyboard. Dollar. Dollar represents currency. Very good. Control Shift 4 is currency format. Control Shift 4 currency format. For example, let me type some value. I am typing something like 1,25,000. So I want to convert this into a currency format. Let us use a shortcut key. Control Shift 4. Yes. We got the currency symbol 1,25,000.00. Control Shift 4. I don't know whether you are getting the same currency symbol. If you are getting that rupee currency symbol, very good. Your system is formatted as per Indian currency format. If you are not getting the Indian currency symbol, I want some other, or I want dollar. I want some other currency symbol. I want to change the currency symbol. No problem. Control Shift 4. Then press Control 1 and change your symbols. There are various other symbols available here. All types of symbols. You can select the symbols. So either you may get that rupee symbol, rupee 4D and symbol, or you can press Control 1 and you can change the symbols. Okay. Control Shift 4. Control Shift 5. Percentage. Very good. Above 5 we have percentage, so Control Shift 5 is for percentage format. One more. I told you 6. Now we are seeing only 5. The sixth one. Just now, few minutes back, we have increased the decimal places 1.00, 2.00, 3.00. I don't want the 00. I want to remove the 0. Not 1.00. I want just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to remove these zeros. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. On your keyboard, below Escape, above the Tab key, left hand side of 1. I told you everything. Below Escape, above the Tab key, left hand side of 1, like a wave symbol. But be careful on using it. Be careful. Why I am saying this? Unknowingly, if you press the key, your screen will get collapsed. So Control Shift, the tiled symbol. Control Shift tiled. So what is the usage of this? This is number format without decimals. As I told, press Control Shift. Don't, some people are without pressing. If you press Control tilde, your screen will get collapsed like this. I will tell you what is that Control tilde. Control tilde, I will see it in the next part. If you unknowingly press the Control tilde, press the Control tilde again. When you press the Control tilde, you will not see the value. You can see date is not shown here. It is showing some numbers here. So please be careful. You have to come back by pressing Control tilde. I will tell you what is that Control tilde on next session. So Control Shift tilde. Control Shift tilde is the shortcut key for removing the decimal places. Number without decimals. Control Shift tilde. Okay. So please do remember all these 6 shortcut keys, which will be very, very, very useful in our upcoming sessions. We are going to use more of these shortcut keys in our upcoming sessions. Yes. Right. So we have pressed Control semicolon and we have changed it to date format and we have learned some shortcut keys. Now let us go to the bottommost rightmost corner of the date and I drag it down. When I drag this down, you can see the dates are incrementing. 27 October, 28 October, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dates are incrementing. But I don't want the date to get incremented. I want the month to get incremented. Assume it's a salary day. Or assume it's a date of birth. Date of joining. So let me click on the smart tag again. I'll click on the smart tag. Here you can see fill days, fill weekdays, fill months, fill years. If I say fill months, the months is getting filled. 27 October, 27 November, 27 December, 27 January, 27 February. Once again I click here. Fill years. 27, 25, 27 October, 26, 27 October, 27, 27 October, 28. Only years are getting filled. Weekdays, 27, 28, 29, 30. No 1 and 2. Then you are getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 10. Only the weekdays. Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday may not be displayed here. You will not get Saturdays and Sundays. You will get only Monday to Fridays. Weekdays. Okay. So just go to the corner and drag it. A smart tag, and remember, the smart tag is temporary. It's not permanent. After dragging, if you are doing some other activity, suppose I type and do some other activity, you will not see the smart tag. Smart tag is temporary. Immediately it will appear when you drag and drop. After dragging and dropping, if you are doing some other activity, that will go off. It's a temporary one. It's not a permanent one. Once again, if you want to do it, no other go, you have to go there and drag it again. Just go and drag it again. Same smart tag will appear. Now you can change it. Fill days, weekdays, months or years. Okay. So control semicolon is the shortcut key for getting current date. Add another key to that. Another key. Control shift semicolon is the shortcut key for getting current time. Current time. So control semicolon will give you the date. Control shift semicolon will give you the time. I don't know whether you are getting that AM and PM. Before 12 o'clock AM and after 12 o'clock it will turn into PM. I don't know whether you are getting it. If you are not getting it, no worries. We'll see how to get it also. How to get that AM and PM. If it is AM and PM, that means it's in 12 hours format. Without AM and PM, that is 24 hours format. We'll see how to change it. I told you there are three methods to get the date. One is this control semicolon. Second, we have one more method, equal to today. T-O-D-A-Y, today. Open bracket. No need to close the bracket. If you close the bracket also fine. I think that's not required. Even if you are not closing the bracket also, Excel will close it automatically. So today, open bracket, and it automatically closed the bracket. This also gives me the current date. Control semicolon will also give you the current date, but equal to today also is giving the current date. But what is the difference between control semicolon and today? Control semicolon is static. What is meant by static? Yes, it is fixed. It does not change. I close this file and open it tomorrow morning. The date will be 27. But whereas this today is dynamic, it will update automatically. It will update it. When I open tomorrow morning, you can see the date will turn into 28. Day after tomorrow, 29, 30, 31. The day will get updated automatically if you are using today function. If you want to find the age, I think then you can go for today. I want the material is coming inside. I want only today's date. That should be fixed. Control semicolon. One more. One is control semicolon, which is fixed and static. Second one is today, which is dynamic. There is one more option to get the date. That is equal to now. N-O-W. Open bracket. Nothing inside the bracket, that will close automatically. I think you can tell me what is the usage of now. Control semicolon or today will give you the day. Today means today. Now. What is it now? What is the usage of now? Date along with time. You can see it shows the date 27, 10, 25, 12, 11. But here unfortunately I am not getting that AM and PM because it's in 24 hours format. If I close this file or if I open the file later at 1 o'clock, how the date will be displayed here is the date will be displayed as 13. 2 o'clock means 14. 3 o'clock is 15. But I don't want it. 1 o'clock means it should be 1 p.m. 2 o'clock means 2 p.m. So let me format this cell. What is the shortcut key for formatting a cell? Control 1. Go to format cell, custom, DD, MM, YYY. That's your wish. You can say 3M, 4M, YY is also your wish, DDD, MM, YY, that's also is your wish. HH is for hour. Colon. Between the timing, you have to give only the colon. Don't use dot or comma. Here you can see colon. After HH, there is a colon. MM also you have to put a colon. Where is that colon? Next to L on your keyboard. Shift and you have to press that colon. HH, colon. MM, colon. SS is for seconds. Space. AM slash PM. AM slash PM. Morning means it will take it as AM. Afternoon means after 12 o'clock it automatically turns into PM. If you open the same file at 1 o'clock, it will show you 1 PM, 2 PM, 3 PM. Not required. You can modify it now also. Say OK. As I said, now the timing is 27 October 2025, 12:11. If you close and open, it will change automatically. But I want to update it now. For example, in my system, the timing is 12:13. But here it says 12:11. I want to update the timings. If you edit some cell, it will get updated. Or you can use the shortcut key F9. On your keyboard, just press F9. So whenever you press F9, you can see your time will get updated automatically. Function F9. Some laptops, function F9. Some laptops, just F9. But before that, you should have entered the now function. If you have not used the now function, this may not work. Today will change, only the date changes tomorrow morning. But now the date will get updated by pressing F9. Whenever you press F9, the time will get updated. Okay? Done? Clear? A habit of a teacher or a trainer is you will do all the easiest one and ask the student to do the toughest one. ஈஸியான கணக்கெல்லாம் அவர் போட்டு கஷ்டமான கணக்கை ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட கொடுத்துருவார். No difference. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing here. I want you to do the next. I think it's very easy. You can do it. I believe you can do it very easily. What I want you all to do, some other cell or some other sheet or some other location, somewhere else, wherever you want, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, any columns. The second task which you are going to do now is starting from the date 1st January 26. Starting from 1 January 20, next year first day. Next year first day, you should increase it by month wise. 1st January 26. Starting from 1st January 26, you should increase it by month wise. After 1st January, I should get 1st February, 1st March, 1st April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then 1st January 27, it should go on and it should stop at 1st December 2080. The end date is 1st December 2080. It should end at 2080, 1st December 2080. Month-wise, it has to be filled. Starting from 1 Jan 26, then 1 February, 1 March, 1 on. Instead of dragging, what is the easiest method? Last task only you did it, 500, 5990. 80. Sir, dragging. Sir. Okay. How to do this? First, let me type the date 01 January 2026. This is the date, and the date format is okay. And I'll go to fill. Instead of dragging, let us go to fill, series, row wise or column wise is columns, date, day, week, day, month, year. After January, I want February. So what has to be selected here is month. Step value is 1. Why? Because I want Feb. Suppose instead of 1, if we make it as 2, what will be the next cell value? 1st March. Very good. So let us go for 1 and stop. 01 December 2080. This is my last date. Starting from 1 January, I want month wise every month ending with 1st December 2080. Okay, that's it. So 1 Jan, 1 March, 1 April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December till 1 December 2080. That's the last date. Now, starting from the same date, let us start from the same date 1 Jan 926. I want you all to fill it by quarter wise. 1st January, after that I need 1st April, 1st July, 1st October, then once again 1st January, 1st April, 1st July, all the first day of every quarter. Ending with last date is 1 October 2090. 1 October 2090 should be the last. Wait. You are getting. What is 3 months left? Okay. Let me do this. Same date, 1st January, I'll copy and paste it here. Then go to Home, Fill, Series, Columns, Date, Month, Step values 3. Every quarter is 3 days, 3 months, sorry. 1st April, January, then 1st April. So we should get 3 months. The last date is 01 October 2019. That's the last date. Okay. So we got all the first day of every quarter. 1st Jan, 1st April, 1st July, 1st October, 1st Jan, 1st April, 1st July, 1st. Suppose I don't want every dates are 1. I don't want that 1. I want only January, February, April, July, October. So select the entire table, entire column, Control Shift down arrow, Control 1 again, format cells, and remove the DDD because I want only the month and years. I don't want the days, month, 2M, 3M, 4M, years, 2Y, 3Y or 4Ys. So it will show you only the quarter wise. January, after that April, after that July, October. Select the column, Control 1, go to Format Cells and change it to 4Ms and 4Ys. So now you will get only the month names. January, April, July, October, January, April, July, October, every quarter. Right. Starting from today's date, some cell I will put the control semicolon 2710. First I want you to format this cell. First this cell has to be formatted. Starting from 2710, ending with, it should fill all the Mondays. All the Mondays has to be filled. Ella Monday varna. 27 October 25. And the date format should be like this. I want the date format should be like this. 27 October, 3rd November, 10 November, 17 November, 24 November, then 1st December, 8 December, 15 December, all the Mondays, ending with, it should end with 26 December 2050. 26 December 2050. That's also a Monday. 26 December 20. The last date is on the screen. Yes. Only one case. Forward. Format should be like this. No. Date format should be as it is. All the Mondays. All the Mondays. Sir. Yeah, single. Okay. First, let me change the date format. Control 1, DD, custom, DD, MMM, 3M or 4M, YYY, then comma, 3D or 4Ds to get the Monday. Okay. Now I want to fill all the Mondays. For this, we have two methods. Fill, series, then columns, date. Two things we can do. Day, and we can make it as 7. So next Monday will come 7 days. Or you can use one more option. Weekday, make it as 5. After 5 weekdays, Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. So 5 weekdays. Next Monday will come after 5 weekdays. So you can say 5 or you can say 7. Both are same. Both are same. The last date is, what's the last date? Let me put it as 7. That's better. What is the last date? 26 December 2050. 26 December 2050 is the last date. Day 7, 26 December. All the Mondays. Every Monday we have a meeting. So I want to fill all the Mondays. 27, 3, 10, 17, 24, first it's 8, 15, 22, 29, ending with 26 December 50. That's also on Monday. Very good. Excellent. Before moving on to further, from the morning you are getting some score 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out of 2-day session in Excel, one person highest score. This is the highest score till now, unbroken for last 3 or 4 years. So why I am saying this is, I want someone to break this record. Someone has to break this record. Someone has to score above 168. So don't worry, we have some free hits, power play, fair play, everything is there. So you can score more. Before tomorrow evening, someone has to break this record. Then I have to say your record. Last week, someone has scored 162 under our hitter. He is not able to break the record. I'm saying overall record, not with Rane. I'm saying overall record. Right. And one more tip I want to say, the general tips, because I have seen some screens are very small, some screens are larger. If you want to see them, I don't know whether you have noticed it. In my screen, I'm zooming and zooming out. For example, I want to see the screen. It seems to be very tiny. I want to see the screen in a bigger way. On your keyboard, Windows. But when we are doing it for the very first time, it will be a little bit slower. After that, it may increase. Speed will get increased. So Windows, on your keyboard, hold the Windows key plus. Windows plus is for zooming out. It will increase your zoom percent. You can move your mouse now accordingly. Your zoom percentage will get increased. Windows plus. Still, if it are not sufficient, you can press furthermore Windows plus, Windows plus, Windows plus, Windows plus. So it zooms out like this. So Windows minus, 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 minus. Reduce the zoom percent. But when you use that Windows plus for the very first time, you would have got some magnifier symbol here, correct? Somewhere else you can see that magnifier symbol. Click on that magnifier symbol. There will be a magnifier symbol. Click on that magnifier symbol and minimize it. There will be a minimize here. Click on minimize. It will be minimized. Next time it will be, now it will be very faster. Windows plus, 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 Windows minus, minus, minus. Okay. Not only here, it will be very useful when you are giving some presentation, when you are giving some training like this or anything, you can use this Windows plus for increasing the zoom or decreasing the zoom. One more tip is, when I increase the zoom, zoom is one way. Another way, you can convert your mouse like a lens. A particular one, I want to bring it as a bigger one. I want to highlight it, particular area. First press Windows plus, it will zoom out, so it will zoom in, it will increase your percentage. Then Control Alt L, the first letter for lens, Control Alt L. So your cursor looks like a lens. A particular area will be lensed out. You can see a particular area, you can see the zoom percentage. So particular area, I want to highlight it. So this shortcut keys, I want to highlight it. So, or even you can increase this percentage also. Windows plus, Windows plus, Windows plus, Windows plus, Windows minus, minus, minus. But first time you have to press Windows plus, then press Control Alt L for lensing. If you don't want the lensing, come back to same zoom. Come back to same zoom. Control Alt F. It again comes back to the zoom. Again it will come back to the zoom. Control Alt L for lens. Switch off the lens, come back to the zoom again. Control Alt F. So to come back to the zoom percentage again. I'm saying this for me also, because when I come and see your screen, some screens are very small. Not so screen resolution is a problem. Coming and seeing your task, please. Some screens I have seen it's too tiny. Zoom money coming. So when you show the result or something, please zoom it and show it so that I can very easily see your screen. And when you present it to someone else also, you can use the Zoom. One I'm doing it through some, it's a Microsoft tool called as Zoom It. I'm drawing something like this. You can see I'm drawing, I'm highlighting, and I'm putting an arrow mark like this. From the morning, I don't know whether you have noticed it. I draw something like this. I type something like this. I never use the boards. I always do it like this. So for this, we have a tool which is free. It's from Microsoft only. You can just go to Microsoft and you can use this tool. The tool is called as Zoom It. The name of the tool is Zoom It. So please explore the tool called as Zoom It, which is useful for presentation. While doing some presentation, while doing some training, it is useful for me. For example, I'm marking like this. I'm putting like this. So this will be useful for presenting. The tool name is Zoom It. Okay. So we can jump on to our exercise number 2. I don't know whether we can complete it before the lunch break. We'll start at least. We'll start this exercise number 02. In 02 exercise, we have a table where I can see the employee number, employee name, date of birth and date of joining. There is a date of birth, date of joining away. Now what are we going to do is assume this is a downloaded data from SAP, ERP, Oracle or some other tools. We have downloaded this data. Now what I want to do here is, maybe let me take that from the name. I want to bring only the first letters of all the name. First letters. For example, Shiva, I want yes, Subramaniam, yes, Saravanan, yes, Venkatesan, V, Sundarraj, yes, Jyoti, J, Ravinder, R. Only the first letter has to be extracted. If you are using the older version of Excel or if you are using some other tools other than Microsoft Excel, we have to write some formula for it. Left, right, mid, text to columns. But since we are using this Microsoft Excel, we have a small AI tool available. So before using that AI tool, please remember what we are going to do is we are not going to write any formulas or function. We are going to give some input or we are going to give some expectation. What is your expectation? What is your wish? What do you want to do? What is your output? Just give some example to Excel. What is your expectation? Just give some example. While giving an example, please remember two important conditions. Your example should be on the next immediate column. Your example should be on the next immediate column. Your example should be on the next immediate column. Second, your example is case sensitive. Could you tell me what is case sensitive? Uppercase, lowercase. If you are giving one example in uppercase, capital letter, second example also should be in capital letter. Don't give one capital, one smaller. Smaller means both small. Capital means both capital. Don't give one capital, one smaller. System will get confused. So remember these two important conditions. Your example on the next immediate column and your example should be case sensitive also. Let me do that. Let us take one example. For example, let us take the first person, Shiva. Yes. We can give one example also, but the problem is here the problem is if I give one example, system doesn't know which I can take here because Shiva first letter is also yes, his initial is also yes. That's why I am asking you to give at least two examples. For Shiva, I have given yes. Let me take, for example, let us take the fourth person, Venkatesan, I am saying V. So I have given two examples. One example as yes, second example as V. Is my example correct? One lower case and one smaller case. That's a problem. Either put both as smaller case or both are uppercase. So let us say V. So for Shiva, I want yes. For Venkatesan, I want V. So you have to give it on the straight row, exactly on the straight row here. So you have to put it on the straight row here. So yes and V here. After doing this, now we are going to use a very powerful feature called as flash filling. In a flash, it will fill it. The shortcut key for flash filling is Control E. Just press Control E. After giving an example, one or two examples, press Control E. That's all. That's it. This Control E. Yes. We got the first letters separated. Yes, yes, yes. V, S, J, R, A, R. All the first letter has been separated. Control E. The shortcut key for flash filling is Control E. If you don't remember that shortcut key, do we have any other methods to use the flash fill? Yes, of course. Go to Home tab. Just now we used this Home tab. Fill, flash fill. Last one. Go to Home tab, fill, flash fill. Second method. Third method. Data. Under data also you can see that flash fill. But in older version you can see the flash fill in a bigger screen. But the latest version, if the screen size is very small, then there will be a flash fill, a small button like this, like a flash. So this one, this button. Screen is bigger, you can see the flash fill. If the screen is smaller, you can see only that icon, flash fill icon. So I recommend it's better to go with the shortcut key Control E. Okay. And when I press Control E, on the bottom, it is giving some message. Flash fill changed 52 cells. Flash fill has changed the values in the 52 cells. I want to know which 52 cells it has changed, whether it has changed the entire table or it has left to something. As I told, it's an AI tool. You cannot 100% depend on AI tool. AI tool, it's an artificial intelligence, not 100% intelligence. Sometimes it may make a mistake also. It may make a mistake also sometimes. To verify whether it has filled properly. So just to click on this, flash fill changed 52 cells. Just to click it and check whether your entire table is filled. Yes, my entire table is getting filled. These two tables are, these two data are not filled because the two data which we have given, that S and B which we have given, other data are filled. So these are all the cells where the flash fill has filled your values. So to check whether my table is fully filled or not, I click here and I check whether my table is filled or not. So just to give one or two examples, write examples and I say Control E. It is filling. Now, let me take, for example, let us take initial. Initial. For example, let us take the initial for Shiva. I am taking the initial as S. For Subramanian, the initial is P. Now I press Control E again. Yes. We got the initial as filled. But I am saying it's giving the wrong solution. I am saying it's giving the wrong solution. Could you tell me why I am saying it's giving a wrong solution here? It has generated everything. I will flash fill. I will check the 52 cells where the entire table is getting filled. Fine, perfect. But I am saying it's giving the wrong solution. Why? Some people as having two. As I told, it's an artificial. Sometimes every time it will not give you the right answer. Here you can see it's giving the wrong one. That is for Venkatesan, row number 25. Venkatesan, his initial is PD, but it's saying only D. And let me take some other. Rahul TP, it's saying only P. Morgan RK, Rajagopal WV, Chauhan RK. Some people are having two initials. So it's generating only one. So how can I solve this? What you do is, one example, you can take the person who is having one initial. Second example, let me take the person who is having two initials. This I will take it as a second example. First example, I have given one initial. Second example, I will take two initials, PD. So now my system or my Excel will recognize. For Shiva, they are expecting yes. For Venkatesan, they are expecting P. That means they want the initial, the last letters, initials. That's it. Now press Control E. Yes. If you have one, it will take one. That take another example. Front example one, back example another. So two different types of examples. So your example should be correct. You should be aware of your data. Without aware of the data, you cannot generate it. You should be aware. Somewhat you should be aware. Then you have to give some samples and then press Control E. So the Control E is not only used for separating your text. It can be used for separating the date. It can be used for separating the month, year, numbers. Even you can convert the uppercase, lowercase and proper case also. For example, I want all the employee names should be in capital letter. And sometimes flash fill will give you some suggestion also. As I told, by artificial intelligence, it may give you the suggestion. For example, let me take May. First person is born on May. I want only the month. Let me type May. First person I typed May. Second person I am going to type February. Just I type F. So you can see it automatically giving a suggestion for us. Is this the output which you want? Is this the output which you want? If you are okay, as I told, 100% it may not give you the right suggestion. You check whether your suggestion is okay. The suggestion is okay, you can press enter. Sometimes it may give you the wrong suggestion also. You have to verify that. So if your suggestion is okay, just press enter. If suggestion is not okay, type it and Control E. So I think my suggestion is okay here. May month, I think February, May, it's generating properly. Date of birth. So it's perfect. Enter. So we got the solution here. Sometimes it may give you the suggestion also. Not every time, sometimes. Sometimes it may give you the suggestion. So we can separate the first letter, we can separate the initials, we can separate the month and days. In old version, we have to use some formula for this month, text. So many formulas has to be used to separate the date. But here just give two example, one or two example, Control E. Even I can convert this name into a capital letter also. I want all the names to be converted into capital letter here. So for example, Shiva, I am typing as capital letter. If you want it with the initial, type it with the initial. One example. I think one example should work here. If one example is not working, give two examples. I think one example should work. Let me try. Shiva and I press Control E. Yes. All the name has turned into a capital letter here. Just give one example and press Control E. Yes. No. You have to regenerate it again. It's not a formula. It's a flash filling. You change the data, once again press Control E. If there is a formula available here, what is said is correct. Formula will change according, but this is not a formula. It's a you have to regenerate it again. Now, for example, from the date of birth, let me take the date. First person is born on 10th. Let me type 10. Second person is born on 15th. I will type 15. Why I am taking two examples? Because I know the first person employee name ends with 10. Date of birth is starting with 10. Which 10 it has to take? That's why I am giving two examples. Second person I am saying 15. Yes, it will show an error here. Control E, it is showing an error. Why? Why is showing an error? Very good, super. I told you the first condition. Your example should be on the next immediate column. But I have given the example at J column. Earlier example as H. I is empty. You can see I is empty here. So there should not be an empty column in between. You have to give the example on the next immediate column. If you give a space, it may not work. So this data, this example should be on the next immediate column. Now I press Control E. Yes, now it's working. So your example should be on the next immediate column. Don't give a space in between. I told you the first condition. But unfortunate here, first person is born on 10, second person is 15, third person, fourth person is 5th June. It is saying 05, but I am not getting that 05 here. Normally in Excel, you cannot prefix a 0 before a number, correct? If you prefix a 0 before a number, it will not allow. If I say 052, it says only 52. If I type 01, it will not allow the 0. So I want the 0 to be prefixed before a number. Could you tell me how can I prefix a 0 before a number? Normally, how do we do it? How can I convert a number, 0 to be prefixed before a number? Normally, people will do a single quote like this. They will put a single quote, which is next to L semicolon, next to semicolon, we can use single quote. Then type that 0. I think now it will allow. 0253 hyphen, the single quote and type it. But the problem is, when I put a single quote and type it, it will be treated as the text. I don't know whether you noticed in Excel, all the alphabetical character will be on the left hand side. All the numerical character will be on the right hand side. So here it is on the left hand side. So means it is treated as the text. So what will happen if it treated as a text means you cannot use some formulas and function. For example, when I select some numbers, I can see it shows average, count, now numerical count, minimum, maximum. But when I select this, you can see there is no average, count and sum. It's showing only the count because this is treated as the text. You cannot apply the formula for this. So I want to apply the formula and I want the 0 to be prefixed. So what can I do now? Select some cells. Format cell, control 1. And decide how many numbers you want, how many integers you want, how many values you want. For example, I want 4 numbers, number of text. 4 means you have to type -1 zeros. How many digits you want? I want 5 digits means you have to put 4 zeros. If you want 10 digits, you have to type 9 zeros. If you want 6 digits, you have to type 5 zeros. How many digits you want? -1 zeros. For example, assume I want 5 digits. So let me go to control 1, custom, and go to general, remove the type, and I type 4 zeros, hash. Hash is a symbolic representation for a number. Sometimes people will use serial hash, serial number. So serial hash. So hash is a symbolic representation for a number. 4 zeros and a hash because I want 5 digits. Say OK. Now let me type a number. No need for typing 0 also. It automatically prefixes 0. I will type 112. So 0 is prefixed. 253. 0 is prefixed here. Now if I select these 3 cells, I am getting the average, I am getting the count, I am getting the numerical count, minimum, maximum, sum, all the formula, because this was treated as the number and 0 is also prefixed before the number. Select the cell, control 1, go to custom, decide how many digits you want, -1 zeros, -1 zero. Now tell me here, for this date, first to do it and apply the date, or I can apply the date and then do this format cells also. Select the format, select the column, control 1, tell me custom, how many zeros I have to type here. For date, I want the date here. I want the 0 to be prefixed here. So how many zeros has to be typed here? Only 1 0 because I want 2 digits. Date is only 2 digits, 10, 15, 20, 2 digits. So type only 1 0, hash. That's all. Okay. Yes. 10, 15, 20, 05, 30, 15, 17, 01, 03, 11. 0 is prefixed. Three digits, that is 3 digits. Then you should have typed 2 zeros and a hash. But date above 100 is not possible, but normally numbers. So that's why I told you, decide how many digits you want. 100 number, but 3 digits, 2 zeros and a hash. It will not work properly, sir. Sometimes it will put only zeros. One type panina zero seriya varudhu, calculation seriya varadu. So as of now it may work, but when you do some calculation, it will not calculate it properly. It will not be treated. The last digit will not be treated properly. Better to put a hash. As of now, 2 digits it may work. 2 zeros also it may better to put a hash. Otherwise, last digit will be decided as 0 itself. If you find the total and sum, it may give you the wrong result. So, as I indicated, fortunately, we have completed the exercise number 02, but the flash fill is not yet completed. 3-4 is about flash filling. Then we have to see some new tool called as quick analysis. And we have to see about spark lines. We have to see about conditional formatting. Our target is by today evening, maximum 5 o'clock. At least we should complete 10, 11 or 12 at least. So tomorrow we can concentrate only on lookup function, pivots and chart. Pivot table itself will take 4 to 5 hours minimum. So we have to concentrate more. So with all your cooperation, we'll try to complete at least 11 or 12 exercise by today evening. That's our target. At least 11 or 12. If you are completing more than that, then it's good. So we are still in the exercise number 2. So I probably will start the next part. As I told, we have to follow that schedule time. So 1 o'clock is our time for lunch break. So save the file, we'll break for the lunch. So try to come as soon as possible. They have given only half an hour, but I will give you some 15 minutes extra. If you are coming early, before that stipulated time, you will get the fair play score also. Fair play score. You have to go and come back. So let me stop the recording. Please, someone please remind me to start the